Welcome to the Electric Current Rundown Podcast, episode number 8, and I'm your host, Phil Defiance, and I'll always say I'm here to encourage the spread of intriguing knowledge that can spark fires in the minds of those seeking inspiration and truly improving the world. And what I'm going to be talking about on this episode is how humanity has changed the food it eats, and also unique methods deployed for caring for some endangered species. And this is a bonus episode, so it's going to be like 10 minutes. So, let me get right into it. On the topic about how humanity has changed the food it eats. This is in relation to processed foods. It gets a bad rep. When you hear processed food, you automatically, a lot of people anyway, feel like, oh no, it's not good for you. Yeah, that's a good point. Heavily processed food is not good for you. But, the fact is that processed food has been around for thousands of years. A lot of people don't even fully understand this. It's been a human tradition for a very, very long time. What is processed food? These days, like, heavily processed. When you think about that, you think about in a factory, like, with a serious process, right? Dating back like thousands of years, like even hundreds of years, like way before the Industrial Revolution. Processed food has been a human tradition because, like, what is it really? Back in those days, way before the Industrial Revolution, like, what it was just like mixing food together, breaking it down, breaking up seeds, like mixing food together, like spices and other ingredients, just making a meal according to a recipe. That's basically processed food too. So, if you make food according to a recipe yourself in your own kitchen, you're actually processing food yourself, literally. So it's like funny. So processed food gets a bad reputation, but not all processed food is bad for you. Whether it's yourself processing it or it could be like mildly processed food that you bought from a store. As long as it's not heavily processed, then it's not bad. You shouldn't just feel like all of it is bad for you. Just avoid the stuff that's heavily processed, because obviously heavily processed food can give you cancer and other things. So, that's what you want to avoid. But mildly processed food is okay. That's the truth. That's what it comes down to. But okay, I'm going to continue on that subject because I have a couple more things to say about that, but I'm just going to have a quick break before I continue. And so, on this break, I'm going to say everybody likes really good designs, as well as knowing their online order will come quickly. Go to plainbowl.com to get the designs you desire. Your order will come quick like you expect. And while you want quick delivery, you'll have patience for your order, because when it does come, you're going to have the kind of design you'll love. It will make you stand out, and people will notice, and you'll love that. Go to plainbowl.com. That's plain, like airplane, plainbowl.com. And yeah, check out the new designs. But either way, okay, so the other things I wanted to say on that subject about processed food is, it's really intriguing too. A lot of people don't even know that, it's been a human tradition for thousands of years to have processed food. It's just because, people don't really fully understand, the full details of what processed food really is anyway, right? But, that's actually a fact. It's a human tradition. So, it's connected to, the manipulation of our surroundings. And, even God told us to, have that kind of like control over the earth because he gave it to us, right? But like, I mean, so like it's all connected to human nature. Like, I mean, look at the buildings we build and like all the technologies we've created. Like, it's all just connected. But like, I mean, of course, like heavily processed food is like things you want to avoid. Like, I mean, there's things like, you know, like hot dogs and like, I mean, Taco Bell, like really cheap fast food, McDonald's and all that type of stuff. I mean, from what I hear, like McDonald's and a couple of those companies like that, like they use like stuff made in like laboratories. Like, obviously you want to avoid food like that, but like, I mean, when you process food in your own house, when you create a recipe, like I mean, that's a totally different story. I mean, you don't got a laboratory in your house and you're not a scientist. Or if you just buy like mildly processed food, I mean, that's not the same thing as like stuff that was made in a laboratory by some scientific methods. Like, I mean, just like avoiding extremely processed food is really what you want to do. But like, I mean, mildly processed is okay. I mean, that's what it really is about. It's the truth. But okay, so now I'm gonna just switch topics quickly. So I mean, like, now I'm gonna talk about unique methods deployed for caring for some endangered species. And this was in relation to like an article I read about what's going on in Hawaii. And the fact of the matter is that they have like really unique species of snails. And I mean, like a long time ago, like decades ago, they used to have like so many snails abundant in Hawaii. Like they were all over the place. Like it was like like they decorated the trees like as if it were like a Christmas tree. Like it looked really beautiful, actually. But okay, I'm gonna continue on that topic in a moment, but first I'm gonna have a quick break. So on this break, I'm gonna say this: how great it is watching videos that really get at topics that interest you, that are to the point, entertaining and informative, intrigue and excite you, and much more. Watch videos like that at Currently Electrifying Videos on YouTube with us. You'll be impressed and you'll want to come back for more. You'll want to personally give us a diamond-crusted gold trophy for what we create. So check out Currently Electrifying Videos today. And when I say we, I mean me, really. But okay, so anyway, yeah, I mean, check it out on YouTube. But okay, so now let me just finish off this episode, continuing on that topic. I mean, those snails in Hawaii, like, they've become like a bit endangered over the last few decades, and it was in relation to like invasive species. And actually, in regards to that, it was actually an invasive species that they introduced. It was a snail from Florida. Yeah, I mean, because of something else, like another endangered species, and so they wanted to like get rid of that one with this next one, and then it created a huge problem because this next one from Florida has been eating the snails, the local snails, and now, like, I mean, on top, that is on top of like other things related to human activity, and now they got a big problem. Like all sorts of snails that were local have become endangered. So like it's like craziness. Like it's actually kind of sad when you think about it. I mean, especially like I saw photos of some of these snails. Like they were actually pretty good looking things. Like they had some beautiful colors and things. So of course, I mean, they want to save those species from becoming extinct. So I mean, it's intriguing. But okay, I mean, I'm gonna finish off on that subject on my next bonus episode that I'm gonna release in a couple days. And so this is the end of this episode. Yes, episode number 8 of the Electric Current Rundown with your host, Phil Defiance. And I'll always say I'm here to encourage the spread of intriguing knowledge that can spark fires in the minds of those seeking inspiration and truly improving the world. Yes, so stay tuned for that next bonus episode, and sign up for my newsletter and follow me on social media and subscribe on YouTube or on the podcast network of your choice. Even check out my website, electriccurrentrundown.com. But either way, stay tuned until next time. Have a good one.